Alright. This is Miss Davis's homeroom. As we did in my first class, in my homeroom, we went over these 5 questions. Divided the class into 5 groups. Each group rotated around so that each person in the class got to write their response to each one of these questions. Seeing as parents, you can't always be here, even though some parents may need to be here every day just to keep an eye on their kids. I'm just saying. Thought we'd go over these. So we're going to start with this one first. What does success at the end of the year look like to you? That's a good idea. Maybe I'll make a test over this and see who's actually listening. Is this on? Okay. All right, so let's see. What does success at the end of the year look like to you? We have 100% success of school. We have flying, passing, success, passing the star. I will have more A's. You achieved your goals. Somebody saying you achieved your goals. Having friendships. Let's see what it says here on the back. Making A's. It looks like making good friends. Passing grades. Friends. Passing star. Making all A's. Looks like good grades and happiness. Getting A's and B's. Having new friends. Knowing more about subjects than I did before. Amazingness. Better at math. A mushroom. Passing and making good grades. Passing star. Knowing more about my new friends. Going out. Passing of school. Okay, so a lot of good things. I like the new friends. Because as I told you, one of my focuses this year is learning to be kind to one another. There's so much meanness in this world. I think we can spread kindness. And remember, if you just joking isn't acceptable. If I went up to somebody and said, "You're ugly," I'm just kidding, it still hurts their feelings. That's me. So we're not just joking. All right, our next poster we have. What is one question you have for this year? This is always a fun one. My first class had some fun with it. All right, oh, the first one's a good one. Put this here, so I have my notes here. So you got an ink under there. I'm just saying. All right, what is one question you have for this year? Question number 1. Why do you drink so much Dr. Pepper? Because it tastes so yummy. What will we learn? Alright, so what we will learn. Let's talk a little bit about that. I made some notes for myself so I don't forget stuff. We're going to start off with compare. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can read. You know, when you get to be my age, you need glasses. Compare decimals out to the thousandths, round decimals to the tenths and hundredths. Expanded notation. Add and subtract decimals. Multiply decimals. Decimal division with the decimal in the dividend, which is inside the house. You're now in big boy and big girl school, so we'll call that the dividend. Perimeter, area, volume. How to use those formulas. How if they give you the area and they say the length is 4, the area is 16, what is the width? You'd have to use the formula to figure it out. Equation with letters in the place of numbers, which is not hard because you've already done that. Because you've done problems like 6 plus 2 equals square. And you have to fill in the same thing. It might say 6x equals 12. And the number and a letter side by side means multiply. Prime and composite numbers. Prime numbers have only 2 factors, 1 in themselves. For example, 5. The only things that divide evenly into 5 are 1 and 5. That makes it prime. Composite numbers have more than 2 factors. The factors for 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. All operations with fractions, adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, unlike denominators, using some pictures, classifying two-dimensional shapes, two-dimensional, or flat shapes. Will you shut that door for me? Two-dimensional shapes are flat shapes. They don't three-dimensional, like three-dimensional would be like, whoa, it's coming right at you, where two-dimensional is like these are two-dimensional. I'm just saying. Patterns, expressions, function rules, graphing in a coordinate grid, graphs and tables, financial literacy. That's a fun one, financial literacy, because then, you know, hey, you have $27 to spend. You got to buy these things, but you can only have 37 cents left. What could you buy? It's kind of fun. I'm just saying. Let's see. Will we have learn assignments? Yes. Will we learn dividing decimals? Yes, we will. As long as they're in the dividend. It's inside the house. Will we learn dividing fractions? Yes. We will divide whole numbers by fractions and fractions by whole numbers. We'll do it with pictures and we'll do it without pictures. Will we have fun? No. No fun in my class. You'll have fun in everybody else's class, but mine, no, there's no fun. Will my teachers stay awesome? Well, will they stay awesome is assuming that we are awesome. We can't stay awesome if we're not already awesome. So I really can't answer that. I will try and become awesome. Mr. W is always awesome. Miss Davis is awesome times 2. What do you need, Caleb? No, just tell me. You don't have to walk over here.
Are you going to read my questions?
I'm getting to them all. Will we learn more division? Yes. 2-digit into 4-digit. Will kids cry? I hope not. I hope they don't cry at all. So will kids cry? No. Let's see. Will I be more famous on the tube of you? You could be.
Yes.
If I get a message or something from your parents that say, I'm allowed to include you in my videos, I can. Can we play Prodigy? We will have times to play Prodigy. Probably not this week, but more starting next week. Remember, you can bring your devices because the netbooks we have are not very good. Boom. All right, this is our next one. They put the question in the middle just to confuse you. Just to confuse you. Which is, what are your strengths and how can we use them? So the students were supposed to say what are their strengths and how can we use them. Sit down. You asked if we could play Prodigy. I answered.
No.
What was your question?
Can I see?
No, just tell me.
What?
Okay, sit down. You're making me crazy because you're not sitting down. Take it, find it, and ask me. Go sit down. I'm not on that paper yet. I am good at reading and I can help others read words. My strengths are math and ELA and I can get good grades. I am good at math and I can help others by helping with homework. I'm good at learning. My strength is math and we will use it. Drawing. Artwork. My strength is blank. I am good at multiplication and it can help me with division. I'm good at science and I can help others. I'm good at reading and comprehending and I am able to understand word problems. Let's see. I'm good at social studies. I can use it to help people with Texas Revolution. It's what?
It's how many books there are.
How many books there are? In the math books?
No, in the library.
Oh, in the library there are 17,286 books. Have a seat.
Good luck putting them all down.
Alright, let's see what we're at here. I'm good at science and I can help other people with science. I'm good at writing. We can use it for everything that does writing. I'm good at science. I could use it to discover new things. My strengths are math. I can use it to excel in math. My strength is science and I can use that to help kids. I'm good at helping people and I can use it to help people from getting in trouble by talking to people. Write more if your hand does not hurt. Writing by using correct grammar. I will write a lot and can use that on essays. Most excellent. So we got a lot of different skills in here. And since we've been talking about kindness, using those skills to help others is going to be beneficial and something that I really want us to do, concentrating on working with others, being friendly, being nice, making a family. Oh, here's a good one. What qualities are you looking for in a teacher? What qualities are you looking for in a teacher? You already had a chance to write your answers. All right. Who is kind, smart, and understanding? What does that mean? That's a joke, because that would mean I'm not understanding. Who is loving? Who is kind? Who is understanding? A nice teacher and smart? Who can make a joke? Who's happy and good? Who is cool? Kind, funny, and teaches me what I need to know. Nice, kind, and on time. Who is funny, nice, and chill. Who is patient with the students. Who is kind. Why'd you put a question mark? Who is kind? Or who is kind? Who is nice. Very funny and kind teacher. Who has good advice and smart. Who can take a joke. Who isn't strict and doesn't put pressure. Nice, cares, works hard for you to learn. Who can teach well. So those are always good ones. Now my first class, they put one I thought was kind of interesting. Who treats us like a family. Well, I will tell you, I was doing some math this morning. And I was thinking, I was 23 when I started teaching. And I taught 6th graders, which means they were about 12. And so if they were 12 and I've taught for 24 years, they're like in their 30s. I'm so old. Gunner, do not make me yell Gunner. I see you're tapping, and that makes me crazier than I am. I'm kind of crazy already. All right. I am passionate about. So these are some things that we get to learn about each other, what other students in the class are passionate about. Sports, about drawing, cars, baseball, football, basketball, science, art. Who's art? I used to have a student named Art. You guys are passionate about my former student named Art? Bro. Weird.
You have to have a student named Art?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, his name was Arthur, but he went by Art.
Oh.
I don't know how you guys know him,
Was
but
he good at art?
somebody's passionate about art.
Was he good at art?
I don't remember. I'm an old man. Math, sports, art and drama, science. I am passionate about art. Again, running track, Acting. You know, when I was a youngster, I wanted to be a famous actor like Michael J. Fox in Family Ties. But then I was afraid to try and go be an actor. So I get to act in front of y'all, and I have an audience every day that has to be here. I'm acting like a light gunner. Track, music, theater, making good grades, more art and drawing, cheerleading, passionate about math, singing my heart out. I hope that literally your heart does not come out. Because I have Band-Aids in the room, but I'm not sure Band-Aids will help that. I'm just saying. Having fun, kickball, helping people, science, making good grades. Alright, so we got a lot of different passions in here. What was yours? I read it. It says making, and then it's crossed out. And then it has your name. What does it say? Stand there and tell me. You don't have to come over here. Hating. Okay, that's why I didn't say it, because it's not nice. That's why I didn't say it. Okay, now you're quiet. Now you're quiet. Have a seat. So now we know we have all these talents in there. All these passions in here. And so we can learn from one another. Yes, my students and I are family. I'm still in contact with many of them. See what they're doing, keep track of them. I see them on Stop Being Mean. Mia, I hope your mom does not watch this and hear me call on you for being mean. Mia.
He's being mean.
Mia, whose brother I taught a long time ago.
Jalen was naughty.
Jalen was not naughty. He was sweet, and you are not.
No, he wasn't. He was not sweet.
So we have a lot to learn from each other. And I think that if we pay attention and be nice and work with each other, we will learn a lot. Boom shakalaka. Peace out.